We've all been there before. It's a nice day for sledding, so you take a couple rides down the hill, and it's really fun. But it's kind of difficult to pull it all the way back up the hill. So you check the bottom to see if it's got any tips for you.
Warning: weighs over 100 pounds. Putting hefty loads on children is not advised.
"15 minutes later, you're tired, and you're sweaty from all that heavy gear. You could really use some water, but there's no water out here. Or is there? You dive and plunge your face into the snow, chomping it down. It's very good. But is it safe? In today's video, we took snow samples from around our town and then melted them to see if they would be safe to eat. The results were pretty crazy, so stick around until the end to see what happens. Our first sample is actually just a cup of water. It's called Fluid Foundation, and we're using it as our control so we know what a clean cup of water looks like and we can compare it to the other ones. The next one is called Hydrant Hangout, and for this one we will gather snow next to a fire hydrant where, well, you know what dogs like to do near those. The third one is called Repulsive Roadside. Basically it's pretty straightforward. We're just gonna get some of that snow, the really gross snow that you see on the side of the road. Next, we've got Conspicuous Crossroads, and similar to Repulsive Roadside, the snow next to sidewalks can be pretty gross sometimes. Okay, now we've got
It came from the mound.
Basically, we're just gonna gather some snow from one of those giant piles that the snow plows make. Then it's White Wonder, so just clean or untouched snow. Next up is Disgustingly Deep, and there's a little bit of a story behind this one. So a couple of weeks ago, I was building a snowman, and as we rolled up the base of it, we noticed that there was a lot of brown snow getting stuck to it, and it was really gross. And the snow was very deep, so obviously the brown snow was coming from farther below. Following that is True Treetops. I assume this one will be pretty clean, but there could be some dirt or some other stuff on the tree. Known as the Homemade Popsicle, ice looks pretty clean, but I guess we'll test that out. Finally, we've got Mr. Extra Extravagant. This one we kind of just found while we were looking for the other ones, and it was just so dirty we couldn't pass it up. Now that we have our list of candidates, we can go out and find our samples. Found some pretty good road sludge here. Let's try to get this into our cup. We found some pretty good brown snow over here in a parking lot. It looks pretty dirty. We're gonna use it. Home run, baby. Get it out of there. Oh, here's some dirty snow. Scoop up some of that. Heck of an opportunity right here. We've got a giant outside here in a parking lot right there. That has a lot of dirty snow. I think we'll get a pretty good result from that. It smells really bad. See if we get same kind of result. Oh, that's tough. Get all this down, and then we'll just, ooh, that's like leaves right there. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a, get some of that. Just get all that. We found a spot that wasn't really on our list, but we couldn't bypass it because it's so gross. Let's get it. We don't know what we're calling this one yet, but we'll figure out a name. Oh my gosh, that's like rock solid. not getting much out of that. It's like reality TV. Reality TV. Okay, which part do I get? Ooh. Guess I'm just gonna have to go with this spot because I didn't see this before. Perfect. We found something for conspicuous crossroads, and it kind of looks like a snowblower kind of chopped up some grass, and so there's a lot of dirt in it. Should give us a good result. Okay, let's grab it. It's pretty dirty. It's got a lot of dirt in it, that's for sure. There's probably kids in that house like, Mom, there's a kid stealing snow from our yard. Go get him, son! Okay, let's run. Okay, we found a spot deep in the woods, and this should work pretty. You're not supposed to show that. Okay, yeah, so I'm pretty sure the wood will be pretty clean just because it's on a tree. Oh, look, there's an engraving. Just because not touched by anything but nature. Get a little bit from here. This could possibly be a little dirty. Okay. That should be enough. It's kind of hard to find a giant thing of ice, so we're just going to take a bunch of different spots from around our house and put them all into one. Okay, let's get it off. Hopefully this thing will help. It seems pretty stuck on there. Yep, it helps. It helps. Okay, so let's just break this up here on the ground and then put it in pieces. So 1, 2. Okay, let's grab these. Oh my God! Going down the side was kind of a bad idea because I lost all the ice in my cup. So I guess I'll just get some from here if it allows it. Okay, wow, that just came right off. Okay, I'm gonna take this down to the concrete real quick. Bombs away! Okay, that works, that works. Just put it in the cup. That could have worked a lot better, but it's a lot of ice. It's good. Okay, up next is the fire hydrant. We couldn't find a good fire hydrant that had snow next to it, so this is a spot that my dog goes to the bathroom in a lot, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but that is yellow as can be. Ah, it's disgusting. Why are we doing this? Oh. Grab another, more. Perfection. This looks really untouched, but not anymore. I think this will probably be pretty clean. I don't know, I think it's gonna help that it's the top layer and not on the bottom, because then it could be touching the ground and getting more dirty. But overall, this should look like water. Now that we have all of the samples, we're going to melt them for a few days and then see what happens. As you can see, when we zoom in on the cup on the right, it's not melted at all, but as we move left, they start melting more and more during the time lapse, And you can see that one in the middle melts a ton right there. And then the one all the way over on the left here has a bunch of water in the bottom. Okay, it's been a few days now, so we're gonna see what the cups look like. Okay, first we've got Repulsive Roadside, and it looks like there's a bunch of dirt and rocks in the bottom. I would for sure not want to drink that. Then we've got, oh my gosh, that looks like Hydrant Hangout. It has to be. That is disgusting. Now here's Homemade Popsicle. It looks pretty clean. There's just a few tiny dirt specks in the bottom, but otherwise pretty much looks like normal water. Oh my, this one must be Conspicuous Crossroads, because I can see all of the grass in there. Remember, we thought that a snowplow chopped it up, and it's also really dirty in there. Next is Disgusting Down Deep, that brown snow that I was talking about earlier. It's actually definitely not as brown as I thought it would be, but still really dirty. Okay, here's the Control, just the clean water. Yeah, there's nothing really to observe about it, just crystal clear. Now here's the Pure Snow. It pretty much looks similar to the water. I mean, it's hard to tell the difference besides the height level. What you see here is unfortunately the only picture I got of the tree cup, but you can still tell that there's a little bit of dirt in the bottom, which was kind of surprising to me, but still not mind-blowing. Here's the snow from the parking lot. It actually has a lot more grass in it than I originally thought it would have. I really thought it wouldn't have any when we were gathering it, so that's kind of surprising. Finally, here's the Extra Extravagant. This one is definitely a lot less dark than it was when we collected it, and that is really surprising, because I figured this would almost be like squid ink color when it was melted, but definitely not the case. So, those are your results. Make sure to comment down below which one you thought was the grossest, and let's head to the outro. What's up, guys? Today's video is sponsored by no one. Have a good rest of your day.